You have always felt like an outsider. While everyone else seemed to fit in perfectly, you stood on the edges, wondering what was wrong with you. They laughed at jokes you did not find funny. They cared about things that felt meaningless to you. They moved through life with an ease that you could never understand. And you tried so hard to be like them. You changed your clothes, your interests, your personality, trying to find the formula that would make you belong. But no matter what you did, you still felt different, still felt strange, still felt like you were watching life from the outside instead of living it from the inside. Maybe you are too sensitive in a world that calls sensitivity weakness. Maybe you are too deep in a culture that celebrates shallow. Maybe you care too much in a society that has learned not to care at all. Maybe you see things that others miss and feel things that others ignore. You have been told you think too much, you worry too much, you feel too much, and slowly you started to believe that your differences were flaws, that your uniqueness was a curse, that the very things that make you who you are were mistakes that needed to be fixed. But what if I told you that nothing about you is a mistake? What if the very things you have been ashamed of are exactly what God intended? What if your differences are not accidents, but assignments? What if you were made different on purpose because the world needs exactly what you carry? This message is for every person who has ever felt like they do not belong, who has ever wondered why they cannot just be normal like everyone else. Stay with me because you are about to discover why God made you so beautifully different. You were not made from the same mold as everyone else because you were not meant for the same purpose as everyone else. God does not mass produce people. He handcrafts each one with specific intentions. The qualities that make you feel different are the exact qualities He needs for the assignment He has planned for you. Your sensitivity allows you to feel pain that others miss and offer comfort in ways others cannot. Your depth allows you to understand complexities that surface people never grasp. Your intensity allows you to care about things that casual observers pass by. These are not flaws. These are features. Think about it. If everyone was exactly the same, nothing would ever get done. If everyone was logical, who would be creative? If everyone was outgoing, who would listen? If everyone was practical, who would dream? If everyone was casual, who would care deeply about justice? The world needs different types of people to function, and you are filling a role that no one else can fill. Your differences are not making you unemployable. They are making you irreplaceable. You have probably spent years trying to dim your light so others would not feel uncomfortable. You have learned to hide your intelligence so you would not intimidate anyone. You have silenced your opinions so you would not rock the boat. You have minimized your gifts so you would not make others feel insecure. And in doing so, you have robbed the world of exactly what it needs. Your light was meant to shine, not hide. Your intelligence was meant to solve problems, not stay silent. Your opinions were meant to challenge thinking, not avoid conflict. Your gifts were meant to serve others, not make everyone comfortable. The reason you feel different is because you are called different. You are not meant to blend into the crowd. You are meant to stand out from it. The sheep mentality that drives most people was never programmed into you. You were given the heart of a pioneer, not a follower. You were designed to question what others accept, to see what others miss, to feel what others ignore. This can be lonely. Being a pioneer always is. But pioneers change the world while followers just live in it. Your differences have probably caused you pain. People may have rejected you because they did not understand you. They may have mocked you because your perspective threatened their comfort zone. They may have excluded you because you made them think too much or feel too much. That rejection hurt. That isolation was real. But it was also necessary. Because trying to fit in with people who are going nowhere will keep you from reaching your destiny. Your differences were protecting you from settling for a life too small for who you are meant to become. Stop apologizing for taking up space differently than everyone else. Stop trying to shrink yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. Stop dimming your personality to make insecure people feel better about themselves. You were not created to make other people comfortable. You were created to make a difference. And difference requires you to be different. The very thing you have been ashamed of is the thing the world has been waiting for. You see patterns where others see chaos. You feel connections where others see coincidence. You notice details that others overlook. You care about outcomes that others ignore. These are superpowers disguised as quirks. What you call overthinking, God calls thoroughness. What you call too sensitive, God calls emotionally intelligent. What you call weird, God calls wonderful. Your differences are not defects. They are distinctions that qualify you for a calling others could never fulfill. The people who are meant to be in your life will love your differences, not tolerate them. They will be drawn to your uniqueness, not threatened by it. They will celebrate what makes you different, not try to change it. If someone is constantly trying to make you more like everyone else, they are not your people. Your people will say, yes, that is exactly why we need you. Yes, that is exactly what was missing. Yes, that perspective is exactly what will change everything. Wait for those people. They exist, and they are looking for exactly what you carry. Your differences are not random. They are intentional. God looked at the world and saw what was missing. He saw problems that needed your kind of thinking. He saw wounds that needed your kind of healing. He saw situations that needed your kind of intervention. So he made you exactly the way you are, not to torture you with loneliness, but to equip you for purpose. Your uniqueness is your qualification for the job he has planned for you. Some of your differences might feel like disadvantages right now, but they are actually preparation for advantages later. Your sensitivity that makes you cry too easily will also make you the counselor who understands pain others cannot reach. Your intensity that exhausts people will also fuel the passion that changes lives. Your depth that makes small talk unbearable will also create connections that transform hearts. What seems like a curse in one season becomes a blessing in another. You do not need to be fixed. You need to be understood. You do not need to be changed. You need to be celebrated. You do not need to conform. You need to contribute. The world has enough copies of other people. What the world needs is the original version of you, unfiltered, unashamed, uncompromising. The you that you have been hiding is the you that the world has been waiting for. Stop waiting for permission to be yourself. Stop looking for approval to express your uniqueness. Stop asking for validation to take up space exactly as you are. God already gave you permission when he made you this way. His design is his approval. His creation is his validation. You do not need anyone else to sign off on what he already authorized. The loneliness you have felt for being different will one day be replaced by gratitude for being chosen. The rejection you experienced for not fitting in will make sense when you find the place you were actually designed to fill. The pain of being misunderstood will transform into purpose when you meet the people who need exactly what you understand. Your differences have been preparing you for a destiny that normal people could never fulfill. If you have felt different your whole life, type boldly in the comments, "My differences are my strengths." Like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who has always felt like they do not fit in. They need to know their differences are not mistakes. They are masterpieces designed for a purpose only they can fulfill. God bless you. The world needs exactly what you are. Do not change a thing.